Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the Terror in the Isles Challenge. This is the segment doing with my good buddy Joe the Horror Man when we're going to examine films from Terror in the Isles. Not only the theatrical cut, but the television cut as well. Today we're going to be talking about Marathon Man. Marathon Man is a 1976 film which runs approximately 125 minutes and is directed by John Schlesinger. Now, he passed away on July 25th, 2003, at the age of 77. He was responsible for Midnight Cowboy, Yanks, and the Next Best Thing. This stars Dustin Hoffman as Babe. He was in Tootsie, The Graduate, and Rain Man. Laurence Olivier as Zal. He passed away on July 11th, 1989, at the age of 82. He was in Sleuth, The Boys from Brazil, and Rebecca. And Roy Scheider as Doc. He passed away on February 10th, 2008, at the age of 75. He was in Jaws, The French Connection, and All That Jazz. Now, this had a budget of $6.5 million, and it had a worldwide gross of $21.7 million. And apparently, Laurence Olivier's salary was $135,000, and he got a Best Supporting Actor nomination from this. Now, both Joe and I said we were going to say very little about this plot because it's very involved. Is this a horror movie? No, but it does have horror elements. And you have your basic story, which is Dustin Hoffman, who plays Babe. He is a student in Manhattan. He comes from a family of historians. His older brother is named Doc. That's played by Roy Scheider. And he is actually, and I'm going to kind of, I guess, give this away a little bit. There's a lot more to this movie, but Roy Scheider works for a place called The Division. And apparently this is where the CIA doesn't want to mess with it, and it's too much for the FBI. They call in The Division. Now, this also has William Devane in it, and he plays the head of the division, or at least that's what we think. Now, what happens is Roy Scheider is on a mission, and it goes wrong, and he ends up meeting with a man named Saul, who is played by Laurence Olivier. Now, Saul is a German dentist who worked in the concentration camps. I don't want to get into anything more than this, but this actually it's a tough watch. I know I'm all over the place with the plot, but the reason why I didn't want to say much, and I think Joe and I both didn't want to say much about it, is because there's a lot to this film. It's a long film, but there's a lot of different aspects that you learn about as you're watching the film. For example, you really don't know that Roy Scheider is part of the division until over halfway through the film. But I want to explain why something happens to Dustin Hoffman's older brother. So yeah, that's kind of how that works out. Now, as a recommendation, I am going to suggest a movie by the same director called The Believers. I actually saw this in the theaters when it came out. This is Martin Sheen, of course, and it's a little bit about voodoo and stuff like that. I like it. It's a slow burn. But in my opinion, this is one of those movies that has a good enough payoff that I don't think you're wasting your time with the slow burn. Check out The Believers and check out Marathon Man. I know I didn't explain much about it, but it is a really, really engaging film that kind of keeps you guessing from the moment it starts until the moment it finishes. And it even leaves some unanswered questions then. But it's a very well done film, and it's based on actually a book written by William Goldman, who also wrote Magic, one of my favorite films of all time, for those of you who know me. So check out Marathon Man, and don't forget to check out Joe's review and see what he picked as a recommendation. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.